All right. Hey fam, Swati tu kong crap. P-Nick here, and I know this is my first video in a long time, but I've enjoyed playing about 20 seasons of college football. But I thought it would be fun and interesting to use Claude to redistribute and realign college football. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a dynasty, net new dynasty. So we're going to start.
Welcome back to Dynasty Mode.
We're going to make it a single player one, of course.
Next, let's choose your rosters.
Let's
If
go
you're
with
looking for the
active
latest EA
rosters.
Sports
Sure,
recommended roster
Indiana
featuring
deserves to
more than
have
1,000
a great roster,
additional
so we'll let
players,
it
choose
update
the active
the most
roster
recent
option, or you
roster.
can select the rosters from our original
Then what I'm going to do
with
is
the default
I
roster
am going
option.
to realign all of college football. So what I
Here
asked
is
Claude
where you
to
can
do,
customize your Dynasty
for full
experience.
transparency,
Similar to
I
last
asked
year,
it
here's
first
where you'll
to
modify
create
your settings from
a
the
top
updated list
25
of
list
available options
of
and customize your
the
conferences complete
25
with unique
winningest
rules
programs
and protected
at the
rivals.
D1 Bowl Subdivision Championship Division. So anyone that came up, like Delaware or James Madison, that had great success at the championship subdivision, would not take their records from that division. It's only from this division. So top 25 at this division. And then take the top team and place them in the conference. And then from that remaining 24 teams, find the team that's the furthest away from it. And place them in a conference, another conference. And then find another team that's the furthest away that's part of that top 25 list. And place them in a conference. And do that for all 10 conferences. And then from doing it to all 10, and then place the teams that are closest to that school next and go back through the list. So the first 20 would have 10 teams from the top 25, and then of the teams that were in the entire bowl subdivision, the next 11 would be the next 11 closest teams to that team based on stadium distance to stadium distance, and then go back and draft again for third closest, fourth closest, and so forth until everybody was selected, and create divisions. So you'd either have north and south or east and west, depending on the geographical makeup of the conference, whichever way would make the most sense, to realign all of college football. So obviously that's a big task. So let's go Heisman. Can coaches be fired? Sure. Normal? Yeah, why not? Commissioner? Only yes, because I am the commissioner. I would love to do pre-order bonuses, but sadly I pre-ordered this game not on my PNix account, which feel free to add me if you're watching this, and we can play some games against each other. But also, I bought it on my personal account, so my pre-order bonus doesn't take place. But that's right. Quarter links, I like 6-minute quarters actually. Accelerated clock, I like that off. Wear and tear, sure. Let's lessen the impact of that down to 33. And let's make catch tackle. Let's make that 44, right? So yeah, I kind of like that. Hit stick. Yeah, let's make it a bit more. Make it rewarding to do a hit stick. I think that's better. We'll leave the rest as is. Okay, maximum transfers per team. Transfer success. Or the transfers, the likelihood that they will transfer. Let's drop it down to 50. Why not? Auto progress players. No, I actually like to auto progress my players. I don't like that either. I don't like auto recruiting. Okay. Alright, so now it's time for custom conferences, and I have these on my phone. So first, let's go over to Sunbelt. Alright, where was my list here? Alright, so I had chosen Alabama to be number one here. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. Alabama. There we go. Alright, and then Jackson State. I remember if Jackson State's already here, so let's take a quick gander. Shall we? No, they're not. Okay. So they must be over here. Okay, yeah, Jackson State. Alright. And then Mississippi State. Well, we know where Mississippi State's going to be. Mississippi State, there we go. Wait, did I just... sorry. It is a bit weird doing this while you're live, because you're looking at other things as well. That's alright, though. We will get there. South Alabama. South Alabama's already here. Good. Alright. Southern Miss. Is Southern Miss here? Yes, they are. Good. Troy. Troy is here. Good. UAP. University of Alabama, Birmingham. Alright, so that must be over here. It's been so long since I've thought of these conferences, because I always only think of the SEC since I'm an Arkansas fan, and I'll be honest. There we go. Okay, next part of this division is Auburn. Auburn. Florida. Alright, just 1 second here. Right, so let's see here, guys. The next one is going to be Florida. We know where Florida is as well. If I'm not blind, that's a question that I can't answer. But there we go, Florida Gators. And take Arkansas State out of the Sun Belt. Okay, and then we should have Florida State as well, I believe, is the next one. Yep. Florida State is our next one. I'll get rid of Old Dominion. Florida State is ACC. Alright. Georgia Tech and Georgia State are also supposed to be here. Whoops. I think I got rid of one of them by accident, but that's alright. Yep, Georgia State. And we need to go back and grab Georgia Tech as well. remember if I've moved them or not, so that's why I'm taking a look here. Another ACC. Georgia Tech, beautiful. USF and UCF, okay? And this is what Claude came up with. I don't know how accurate it is, but thought this might be fun to do. So that's what we're doing, having a little fun. Okay, and then I got USF, so the next one is UCF. Sorry, I'm sure that some of you are probably like, hey, they're over there. And yeah, sorry, I just woke up. All right. Don't worry, Pack, you're gonna grow. What? Can't be here, no. That's USA. Am I just missing them? Probably I am, but it's FIU. I don't want FIU. No offense, FIU. My sister-in-law went to FIU. Am I just missing Central Florida? Or UCF? I am guessing I am. And again, sorry, I have just woken up. So I'm working overnights. But let's take a look here. My mind is not working apparently. I don't think I got anybody from there anyway, so let's just keep looking. Definitely didn't get anybody from there. Coastal Carolina, no. FIU. Sure. Central Florida. I think I'm using my mic. Wouldn't be the first time, if you ask my wife. You gotta be able to laugh at yourself. Rule number one, nobody's perfect. You gotta be willing to and able to laugh at yourself. There we go. They are in the big book. Wow. The current realignment's really screwed me up because I used to know where they were fairly well. Alright, so let's take a look here. It said let's get everybody aligned properly. Okay, Auburn should be on this side, and Florida should be on this side. Florida State should be on this side. Okay, Georgia State, Georgia Tech. Okay, and then UCF and USF. Okay, perfect. Wow, looks like Alabama's going to have rough shot on the Sun Belt East, and whoever wins the West is going to have much more challenges. That's all right. All right, so we got that now. Let's go back over here to the Big Ten. Remember when the Big Ten actually had 10 teams? Alright, so this is going to become the Michigan Conference. primarily here, so let's go get some Michigan teams, shall we? Central Michigan. Go ahead and grab them, and then Eastern Michigan. Over here. Okay. Western Michigan, I'm sure. Yep. Alright, and then what do we need? We need Michigan State's already there, Michigan's already there, Notre Dame, and Toledo. Toledo. Okay, and then we have to go still our refusing to be independent. It has no choice now. They will join. Alright, so let's go back here. And this one is being divided north and south. So conference rules. Yes. They're going to have north. Okay, and then this one will have south. Conference games, yeah, we'll make them do 9. We'll make everybody do 9, you know? Conference. Let's see here. Oh, Ford Field is their division winners. Yeah, I think it's only fair division winners. Expected opponents. Actually, let's not do the opponents yet, right? So everyone that we just brought over is part of the first tier here. All right. Make sure. We don't need Rutgers. So do I have all of the Michigan teams? Central, Eastern. Did I get Central, Eastern? Yeah, Central, Eastern, Western. Good. Michigan State, Notre Dame. Yeah. So there's actually just less teams because it's a smaller conference. All right. So yeah. We'll just have to leave that for now because I have to get rid of Rutgers. Alright, so we'll move you over here. I guess I know they're already in the conference, but I want them over here. But apparently it doesn't want me to put them over there. So anyways, let's go over here. So we have Ball State and Bowling Green. Okay. Then we have Indiana, so I guess Indiana should be able to not stay. I guess I brought them over by accident. Yeah, you can go away. All right. Then we need Kent State. Okay, good. Purdue, I guess they could stay. And for some reason, again, I don't know the logic of Claude here, but Claude's infinite wisdom, they said that we need to bring... Oops. Hey, Nick, what are you doing, man? Alright, so let me just move this one on over here. Good, so we forget about you. And then... no... Sure, let's get rid of... Move over these guys. Okay, and then let's go back to the SEC. My bad, my bad. I made an honest mistake. That's from Michigan. Okay. And then, let's see here. So we got... So it's saying 7 teams here, 7 teams there, so I must have put a team over here that shouldn't have been over here. Penn State, yeah, I need to get rid of Penn State, that's right. Move you on over to independent territory. No? Alright, fine, we'll do it this way. Actually, can I just add a note over here? Yeah, okay, we'll do it that way then. ESU. I know, but we're changing things. It's okay. Alright, so you want to change it up? Okay, we can change it up. Sometimes game limitations are a bit interesting, shall we say, right? Big fan. Okay, and then we want to get rid of Washington as well, which we really know where they're going, but we're not going to fiddle with that right now. Okay, Penn State. Can you become an independent now? Thank you. Okay. There we go. 7 and 7. That looks much better. All right, conference. Doesn't apparently want me to... Yes, let's do that. Alright, protected opponents. I don't know who they're selecting. We'll just let them select it all out. Make it more interesting. Alright. Let's go back to our Sun Belt here that we just created. Sun Belt. Mercedes. They have Georgia Tech. Mercedes-Benz is in Atlanta. We'll go with that, right? Okay, there we go. Should make for some fun times. Alright, so we've got them squared away. what is our next? Ah, yes, the Pac. Re-establishing the Pac-12 as 12 teams. So, let's go back to our independence. So I've stored some of them over there. Yes. And then let's go back in and steal some more independence. Yes. Don't even have to look. No, that's right. Alright. So then let's come back over here. And we want... Okay. Cal. I see you, Cal. We'll go with you. Yes. Okay. And then Fresno State. Alright. Stanford. Of course, you have to come back on over too. Okay, good. Going well here, I think. Okay, San Jose State. Which makes sense considering where San Jose State is. Alright, San Jose, good. Hawaii. They get the slot at the big boy table. Well, everybody's now at the big boy table, but you know what. Hawaii. Because this has been redistributed, at least according to Claude, where all conferences have a relatively balanced nature, historically wise at least. Alright, so that's one conference. And then the western subdivision, we have Air Force, Arizona State. Alright, so... Arizona State. Beautiful, beautiful. Again, sometimes they gave some interesting options here. So, Memphis. Just maybe that was later on in the draft that Memphis and Ole Miss were being selected. So, we want Memphis. And then we want UCLA and UNLV. I'm doing this live for you guys so you can see, and if you want to try this yourself, you can, and then UCLA. I don't know why anybody else would want to try this, but, you know, that's alright. Alright, so that gives us 14 teams? Yeah. Alright, so let's go conference rules. Divisions, and they've suggested East and West, so we will follow their suggestion. Or Claude's suggestion here. Okay. Again, we'll do 9 conference games. Well, since they have Vegas now, we are going to take advantage of them having Vegas and use the Hard Rock Stadium. We're going to do division winners, protected. Okay, but first we need to things around, right? So let's go back here. So we have Air Force, Arizona State. Memphis is already there. Okay, good. San Diego. Oh, I thought San Jose. Did I miss? No, San Jose's there, but did I not put San Diego State? Who did I? Oh, Hawaii. No, Hawaii's supposed to be over there. That's fine. I'm drawing a blank. Alright, so that's not supposed to be over there, though. I think I forgot one. Let me see here. Arizona, or Air Force. Arizona State, yes. Memphis, yes. CLA, UNLV, okay. San Diego State. So who is on the east side then? It's not supposed to be there. Cal, you are there, okay. Fresno State. See, I was assuming. That's where I went wrong. Alright, so no Oregon. Oregon State. Mine? Or, yeah. That is what it is, right? This is AI's suggestion, so we're going to try it. So, now I have to figure out where I've left all of those guys. Wanted to make it as regional as possible. Was kind of my desires, if I'm being fully transparent. And we haven't gotten to SEC yet, so it's not a big deal. Fresno State. And then San Diego State as well. San Diego State as well, so we will grab them and apologize to Washington State. Okay, so then this one is supposed to have San Diego State. Move you on over. Okay, good. Alright, so now let's go back over here. We have Cal, Fresno State, Hawaii, San Jose State. Good. Stanford, USC. Okay. So, Washington. This is 16, and you are actually 12 in year 7. Okay, so there is an off-kilter. Good. Okay. So we'll go independent then, and grab Washington for the independence. Alright. Just the nature of trying to rebalance all of the conferences out. So that's conference rules. Division winners. Remember, we want... We'll do 8. It won't let me do protected things. I'm guessing because of the off-filter nature of it all, but that's alright. Alright, I like that. Yeah, disabled for this conference. Alright, so we've got them squared away. Alright, so then we have... Okay. Alright, so we have the new look ACC, and again, I didn't create this, but, well, I did, but it was with Claude. So, let's go. I told it not to worry about the labels it was giving conferences because we're more importantly looking to distribute the wealth, shall we say. Alright, so Middle Tennessee State and Houston. Middle Tennessee and Sam Houston. There's Middle 10. Okay, and then we have Tulane and Vandy. Tulane, where are you? Tulane. Again, it's been so long since I've kept up with all of these teams. Might as well grab Vandy while I'm at it here. That's already worked out, so that shouldn't have any surprises. And then Tulane. I'm guessing Tennessee's going to be in there too at some point. And Tennessee's going to be in there for sure. I guess Louisville is going to be too. Interesting. Miami's going to be there. Okay, good. Alright. See, that's the thing. I don't remember what I've already moved around. Okay, now we got Tulane. Alright, North Carolina can go away. Western Kentucky. You know, before all of this conference realignment started, I could have told you with my eyes closed where every team was. But I just haven't kept up with all of this realignment, honestly. Alright, so we have this division done, and then Cincinnati somehow, okay. Cincinnati, I believe, Big 12 now. Yeah. Okay. Syracuse, I doubt if you're in there. FIU and FAU. FAU. I almost went to FAU the last time I lived in the US. Because yes, I have lived in the US even though I am Canadian. Alright. I know this is highly interesting, seeing the method to a madman, right? FIU, are they over here or over here? Yes, FIU. Oh, the international, the land of people. I'm sure he'd be happy with this realignment. Getting them into a, well, everyone's in a better conference, if you think of it in a way, but okay, Kentucky, Louisville. I don't have Louisville yet, do I? Okay. So we can get rid of SMU, I'm guessing. Yeah. SMU can go away. So where is Louisville? That's the thing, right? Whenever you start shuffling everybody around, it's easy to get them confused. Even more so than before. There they are, hiding over there. Okay, good. Alright. And hit. You can go away. Alright, so there's 14 teams. So there should be 6. So I think we need to get rid of 2 teams. So I think we can just get rid of Pitt. Alright, so we'll get rid of Pitt. Okay, and then add also from the ACC. Wait. Okay, so that gives us 13 teams, huh? So I think I'm missing something. Let's go. We've got LSU, Middleton, Sammy Boy. Where's Sammy Boy? There we are. Tulane. Yep. Vandy, good. Western Kentucky, yes. All right, and then we have Cincinnati, yes. FIU, FAU. Did I not bring FIU up? Thought I had. I guess I was just thinking of it. That must be over here. Forgive me, my mind is just drawing a blank. Where did I put them over here by accident? Oh, they're here. There they are. What am I doing? I don't know. All right, let's take a look here. FIU. Good. FAU. I see you. Good. Kentucky. Can I bring over Kentucky? I thought I had, but no, it looks like I forgot Kentucky. All right, so, and we have East and West divisions again, so let's go on over here. East, West. All right, and let's see here. Raymond James makes sense to me. And we're going to go division winners. Should keep things interesting, at least in my opinion. Alright, protected. Yes, let's make some protected opponents here. Let's let them regenerate it for us. I like that. Miami, LSU. That's pretty good. Tennessee, Tulane. TT. Okay. Alright. Alright, so that is that conference. Alright. So we've got that. Let's go over here to the American. And this is where we're going to get Clemson, Georgia. Get rid of them because I know where they're at. South Carolina, you can come on over to the new American. Again, some of these transfers I am not sure about, but again, I just asked ChatGPT to come up with these, so ChatGPT can be wrong. That is very much true, but I guess I didn't need to move over Charlotte. Charlotte can stay. Anyone else in the SEC? Current SEC. No, Coastal, that's fine. Charlotte, did I put Charlotte in here? No? Okay, good. Eastern Carolina? No, Eastern Carolina is here now. So, bring them on over too. Okay, and then we need to find... Okay, we have NC State already. Beautiful. North Carolina and Wake. North Carolina and Wake. Oh wait, did I say Coastal Carolina? I did. Oh wait, no. Yeah, Charlotte, Coastal Carolina. Okay. North Carolina also has to come over form this new American conference. Wake also needs to come on over. Where are you, Wake? The Demon Deacons. Okay. I get ECU. I did get ECU. Good. Duke. The Blue Devils. The Devils of Blue. Dookie dookie dookie. There. Alright. Good. That makes it back over here. We got Charlotte, good. Coastal Carolina, good. NC State. Yeah, we got, okay, let's get back over here. Okay, so we need Clemson. Okay. And then we have Georgia, good. Do we have Georgia Southern? No, we don't have Georgia Southern yet. Georgia Southern. Where are they today? That's the question. Oh, I don't remember actually organizing this one, so we'll organize that here, I guess. Alright, Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern. I know you guys are all mesmerized by my obviously missing the teams. There's Georgia Southern. Okay. And why did I go that way? I don't know. Alright. Kennesaw State. Area for Kennesaw State hiding from us. Okay, Miami of Ohio. Okay, Miami of Ohio. Try it here. Miami of Ohio. Again, some interesting choices. I know. Alright, so do we have everyone now? How many do we need? We need 6, 7, so we need 13, and we now have 15. Okay, so conferences, we're going to go on, and you're suggesting East and West, so we'll go East and West again. East. West. Okay, 0 people watching. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Alright. Yeah, we'll do Bank of America Stadium. division winners. Alright, so now that we go back. Alright, let's come back here. Yes, I'm looking at my phone to figure this out here. Alright, so we got Clemson and Georgia. Georgia and Clemson in the East, good. And then we need Georgia Southern, Kennesaw State. Kennesaw State. And Georgia Southern. Where are you hiding? Georgia Southern. There we are. Okay. And South Carolina. Okay, Clemson, Georgia. Clemson, Georgia, good. Georgia Southern, and Georgia Southern, what was it? Okay, Georgia Southern, Kennesaw State, good, and then Ohio and South Carolina. All right, Ohio, Miami of Ohio, okay, and South Carolina. So not Coastal Carolina, right? No. Yeah, so we are South Carolina. Okay, so there we go. Let's go back over here. Let us do. Nope. Okay. All right. So we got the American taken care of now. Let's go back up to ACC, because I forgot to adjust. All right, so we got LSU, good, and then we have Middleton and Sam Houston. Okay, Middleton, okay, and then Tulane, yep, and Vandy and Western Kentucky. Okay, so that means that over here we have Cincinnati, and I just want to make sure everything is who's supposed to be here. Cincinnati. See, this is why I'm like looking like, This is 6 teams. So, let me go back over this. See how fun this is. Okay, so, FAU, you're not supposed to be here. FAU, where are they? Okay, yeah, they're supposed to be over there. Alright, so this side is supposed to have Cincinnati, good. FIU, where is FIU? Florida International, show yourself. There you are, done. Okay, and then FAU. I don't think Old Dominion is supposed to be here, but we'll figure that out in a second. Okay, Kentucky, Louisville, Miami, and Tennessee. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we are going to make Old Dominion become an independent. Old Dominion. Just for now, buddies. Alright. Now that we have that sorted out, let's go back to conference rules. Go 8 division winners, yeah. Okay, so we have the American, the ACC, the Big Ten, all sorted out. All right. Okay, so next one it wants us to do is Conference USA. All right, so we need Akron and App State. Akron and App State. Akron, come on over. And App State, I think you're in the SEC at the moment. Yeah. No. You're supposed to stay. Sorry. Okay. Louisiana and Marshall. We have Louisiana and Marshall. Okay. Let's check over here. Louisiana. Marshall. We are Marshall. Again, I'm just doing them in the order that they were given to me. Marshall. Okay. Ohio and Virginia Tech. Ohio and Virginia Tech. Vatech. Where Michael Vick roamed the sidelines as a collegiate athlete. I guess Vatech is up to this area. That's right. That's good. Okay, so James Madison and Liberty. Okay, I think I've just moved some on over, so sorry. James Madison and Liberty. Okay, and then we have Maryland and Navy. Maryland and Navy. Yeah, the midshipmen. Okay, Old Dominion and Virginia. Just move them over here. But I could be wrong. Probably wrong. So this takes a while to do whenever you're conscientious about what you're trying to do here. And where did I move? There's Old Dominion. Virginia and West Virginia, okay? I guess this way, because they could go this way. Virginia. Okay, and then West Virginia. Okay, so 7 and 7, beautiful. Okay, so conference. We do want divisions, and they suggest East and West again, so you will do East and West. Okay. Let's do that. And just trying to think about it. Probably Lucas again. I know. We'll just give it the... I can't think of which one here it is. Yes, we want protected opponents, but not yet. Alright, so now we need to come back here. Alright, so we got James Madison and Liberty over here on the west side. James Madison and Liberty. Okay. And then we need Maryland and Navy. Maryland and Navy, beautiful. Oldham, Virginia, West Virginia, beautiful. Alright, now let's go back here. Let's make some protected opponents. Let it regenerate some protected opponents. Okay, so now we have beautifully aligned protected opponents. I mean, if we're looking at this, Virginia Tech, West Virginia, maybe Navy because of the option, should do pretty well. App State, James Madison, Liberty could all do pretty well as well. I mean, I'd say it's overall fairly balanced conference. Alright, so we've gotten there. Now it's suggesting for the Mountain West. Alright, we got Boise, Nevada, and that is how you say it. There are towns in the US called Nevada, but this is Nevada. And then we have Oregon, so we will see if we can't steal us an Oregon. Just be easier if I look for it this way. Oh, because I know that. Oh. Oregon State. Okay. There's Oregon State already there. Good. Washington and Washington State. Washington State. So let's get rid of you and find Washington. Independent? Are you an independent? Yes, you are. All right. That's my 6 teams here. And then we want BYU, which might be still an independent as well. Oh no, they're Big 12. BYU, good. Okay. And again, I don't understand why BYU, but maybe it's because it aligned it into conferences afterwards. I don't know. So we have Illinois, Northern Illinois. All right. Interesting. But hey, this wasn't my doing. Illinois and Northern Illinois. Okay, Illinois. I know what their logos look like, at least so I can quickly find them. Say that, and then I'm going to make a arse of myself, but that's all right. NIU. Where are you? NIU. Illinois, where are you? There we go. As soon as I saw it, I knew it. Alright, and then Northwestern, and then we have the Utahs. Again, this is a very interesting one. Again, probably had something to do with the draw of things, but that's alright. Utah, Utah State, Northwestern, and Wisconsin. Okay. Okay, so there has to be a team that should not be here. Mexico. Okay. So then we need Northwestern. There we go, boys. Alright. Alright, so we gotta balance you out. And we have East and West as well. And then just trying to think of and I forget which conferences have or what where some of these teams are named, because I haven't followed the NFL in the last couple of years and their stadiums have changed names. So it makes it more fun, but that's all right. We'll do it that way. All right, so Mountain West. Let's do our West Division. So that starts with BYU. And don't ask me, Illinois. And Northern Illinois. Where's my Northern Illinois? Oh. Just bragging about not knowing their logos, and blew past it. Northwestern. And then Utah State, Utah. And Wisconsin. Why this is the East, I don't know, but we have Boise State, Nevada, Oregon, Oregon State, Washington, Washington State. I mean, if I was going... No, we can leave that as well. I put them in the wrong order, but that's fine. To me, they're more west, and this is more, quote-unquote, east. So we'll go with that. Okay, beautiful. All right. So let's go for the new look SEC. This is going to be kind of crazy. Again, I didn't specify that it needed to make sense geographically wise for the names. If I had done that, things might be different. But let me just double check here. Yeah, okay, we have Arkansas State already here. And then we need... Alright, Iowa State. And because we need Iowa State, we also need, because it will make geographical sense, Iowa. Wherever Iowa currently is residing, here they are. Okay. Good. And then we have Kansas, Minnesota, Missouri. All right. Kansas, good. Missouri and Minnesota. Where did Minnesota go again? Here. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, and then we need Colorado and Colorado State. Again, don't have to make sense. Colorado. And I don't think of Colorado State, no. Hello, beautiful. Okay, I'll come down in a few minutes. Okay, do you want a drink?
No.
No? Okay, sounds good. Alright. Sorry, guys. Wife called me. I forgot to put you on mute. Okay, so Colorado State. Where did I put Colorado State? There's Colorado State. Okay. Kansas State and Nebraska. Come on back over. Okay, and then I said Nebraska, the Cornhuskers. My friend from Chile would love that because he's a Nebraska guy and we always used to watch college football together and root for each other's teams. Is Nebraska? Are they independent? Are they somewhere else? Yes, they are. Okay. Well, Robert, you we have our wish for them to join the same company. Okay, and then we have OK State, Tulsa. Okay. Probably some Big 12 too, so OK State, Tulsa, and again, Wyoming. I guess it was the end of the draft kind of thing, but so Tulsa and then okay. Tulsa. If you don't know what Tulsa is, spell it backwards. That's been the joke since I was a kid. Since I grew up in Arkansas. Then Wyoming. Why? Why would anyone select Wyoming? Wyoming, where are you? Am I just missing Wyoming? Probably. Yes, I am. There we are. I see it. Alright, so we got our, should be 14 team, 7 and 7, yeah, okay, 14 team SEC. Okay, so then we need to activate divisions, and East and West again. East. West. Let's give them 9. Just because the owner of the Cowboys is an Arkansas alum, we'll use AT&T Stadium for these guys. Okay, and then we're going to say this is the East. So we're going to go Arkansas State, Iowa State. Trust me, when I also lived in Iowa as a kid, they tried converting me to be a Hawkeye or a Cyclone for a long time, but they failed. Minnesota, Missouri. Okay. Minnesota and Missouri. All right. So then let's go back to conference rules. Protected opponents. Let's let it generate our protected opponents. Arkansas, Kansas State. Okay, I guess it's better than Arkansas, Kansas, right? But I guess it can't because we're on the same side. Again, kind of interesting. You know, you'd think that they would do things like Kansas and Kansas State being protected. There'd be some kind of logic there if they were in the same conference but different divisions and doing protected opponents, but I guess not. So, new look SEC is done. Again, don't ask me. I don't know. Alright, so we got them. And then we have new look Big 12 and Mid-American left. We have one. So we haven't done Big 12 yet. And we haven't done Mid-American yet. Did I miss a conference? Oh, I did, okay. So I have 2 more conferences. As you can see, this is going to take some time, and as you heard just a moment ago, the little lady, my lovely wife, said it's dinner time, so I have to stop recording for tonight, but I'm going to save here. So don't really want to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it to sleep. All right, so I will pick up right where we're at. Hopefully. So if not, I've done all this in vain, and I hope not. So let's go ahead and stop broadcast for now.